it's me again. This is Real Talk with Amiri. Decided to do a little quickie podcast today. Been seeing a lot of stuff in the media and just decided to, again, put my 2 cents in. I hope everyone's doing well. There's a lot going on everywhere. Overseas, America, in people's lives, just a lot going on. People really need to get control of themselves. When you get control of yourself, that helps out everybody else. So, hope everybody's doing well. I hope people are starting to change, starting to look at your life, starting to not want to be the same, wanting to do something different with your life, not just for other people. You know, a lot of times we want our children to do better, but you can do better too. Start doing something different. So today's topic, I've been seeing a lot on the manosphere on YouTube. Some people may not even know what that means, but here's a little definition. The manosphere overlaps with the far right, alternate right communities. It is a collection of websites, blogs, online forums promoting masculinity, misogyny, and strong opposition to feminism. Communities within the manosphere include men's rights activists, incels, men going their own way without women, which at some point the men will end if you never have women in your life. Pickup artists and fathers' rights groups. But I think it's just a lot of women bashing, women hating. A lot of the manosphere that I see is black men hating on black women, basically. And then, of course, that causes black women to hate on black men. So it's creating a perpetual loop. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have things to hate on each other for. Because I think black men and black women have a lot of work to do on themselves. My opinion only. Disclaimer, my opinion, allegedly. And my topic today is, do men... Okay, let me explain this first. Some of the things and terms out there, this is just one thing that I am picking up on. Like Kevin Samuels, he says that black women hit a wall. You hit a wall a certain age where you can't attract the type of man that you really want anymore. And I think that's definitely dumb and stupid. You attract things with energy. Bam, that's the key. So I think that's a very false perception that he has. But, you know, he has a whole big crew, and a lot of those other people in... You know, they have their own YouTube channels, their own blogs, their own podcasts. They're just following along with that same thing. That women hit a wall. That if you're a certain type of woman, you can only be a 7 or a 6 or a 5. You're rating all these women that they're not a 10. Or they're not high value. You know, and they're making this term high value be only about certain things, and that's really stupid. You should be a high value moral person, a high value honest person, compassionate, you know, empathetic, a high value good person, not just someone that is only after one thing, only after money or good looks. it's not just about looks. It's not just about money. That's not the only thing relationships are about. But that's one of his terms, that women hit the wall. You get a certain age, you can't attract a high value man or the type of man that you really want. So you need to. I don't listen. I've only listened to a couple of his YouTube videos because I really don't agree with that position. And if he's saying that a woman is only a 6 or a 5, and she needs to transform herself, and I'm not exactly sure what he says that type of woman, or the type of woman that he's saying this woman is, what she should actually do to transform herself into a 10, or can she? And it's all about, detracting from who you really are. You have to do all this catering to men and submit, and you only can make a certain amount of money, and you can't be smart, and I mean that doesn't really make sense to me. If I was a man, and I'm not a man, if I was a man, I would want an intelligent woman. I would want a creative woman, a business-minded woman. She has her own business. Hey, that's cool. That's better for me. That's less I got to do. She's dependent, or she's independent. She's self-sufficient. She's not dependent on me for everything. I don't have to be like, oh, go do this, baby. Go do that. Do. She can handle herself. And that's really not what they're preaching in the manosphere. But that's my topic today. Do men hit the wall too? Because all this manosphere talk is talking about women hitting the wall. Do men hit the wall too? Is there a wall that men hit where you're no longer attractive to women? Where, what else does he say? You're not enough. You're not doing the things that you need to do to please a man. Do men hit that wall too? Have you passed the timeline as well? And that was just something I thought about as I'm listening to all these manosphere videos. And I believe he says after 25 you hit the wall. So if after 25 a woman hits the wall, when does a man hit the wall? Question mark. And he really, and a lot of these other YouTubers, people on social media, they're seeking validation. You women should be validating themselves from men, and that's incorrect. You should not validate yourself from anyone but you. And they're shaming women, invalidating women, talking against women, children, women with children. You just may as well go jump off a cliff, because if you got kids, no man wants you or should have you or should seek you. But who's creating the women with children? I'm gonna wait a second for y'all to figure that out. Who's creating all these women with children that are by themselves? I'm waiting. You're right. You thought about it, men. Doesn't make sense. And Mr. Samuels is unmarried, twice divorced, just paid off his child support a couple years ago. So who is he to give anybody advice, especially a woman? I mean, y'all men can take his advice all y'all want. But it's a lot of of messed up stuff going on, but that was my question. And women are falling for this crap. They're on his channel while he degrades you and puts you down, tells you you're a vibe, tells you no man wants you. You're going to have to go throw the baby out with the bathwater because no man wants you. And women are falling for this crap, and men are too. And black women are, for whatever reason, flocking to him and going on his channel so he can talk to you like you're no good, like you're nothing. And I've said this before, it's so much stuff dysfunctional with Black America and our relationships, our families, the way we think about each other, the way we help each other, the way we support each other, the way we love each other. There's so much wrong with Black America, and I have no idea how it's going to get solved, but men control marriage. So if the black population is not getting married as much, then black men are in control of that. But black men are also in control of partly having multiple children, creating single mothers, not getting married. So who's in control of all this? And yes, black women have their part. I'm never going to say it isn't a dual partnership, but there are certain things that men control and there are certain things that women control, and they're not the same. And how do black men, or men in general, have a problem with women having children, but they give everybody their children, they give everybody their seed? So you have a problem with women having children, but you're giving everybody the children. Now, hey, that's logical to me, but evidently it's not logical to everyone. And why is everybody complaining about black women that you don't want? Why would you continue to complain about something or someone that you don't want? Now, it's one thing to say, oh yeah, she messed me up or she did this to me. Okay, fine and dandy, but they're complaining about black women this, black women that. You don't want these black women, so shut the hell up. Go talk about the women that you want. Push them up. Elevate them. Talk about them. Because I'm not going to continue to keep... Okay, I don't like... What do I not like? I'm talking about food-wise. I don't know. It's not much that I don't like. But... Maybe like crab. I've tasted crab a couple times, but I'm not all that like some people. Oh, I love crab legs, blah blah blah. But I don't sit up and talk about crab all day. I talk about the things that I like. I like pizza. I like barbecue, chicken, beef, steak. I'm not gonna sit up and talk about something that I don't really like, unless I really like it and I'm trying to play crazy about it. And that's what the manosphere is doing. You're sitting up talking about things that you hate or you don't like or that's so atrocious to you. Stop talking about it. Talk about the things that you want. That would make sense to me. Whew. So I think that's a lot of horse shit, basically, that the manosphere talks about. You may be doing it to get views, or, people love to get stirred up about certain things and negativity. And it's one thing to just, hey, this is a point I'm making. But at some point, you're no longer making a point. You're digging a ditch. And, oh, I hate black women. Oh, they this, they that. They don't do this. They got all these kids and babies that we helped create. Oh, they don't want to submit. Submit to what? Hello? And I think a lot of people, and this is women and men, a lot of people think they're at a certain level for someone to submit to you, or mostly for men, and you're not at that level. And if you're not a nice person, if you're not genuine, authentic, a liar, a cheater, why would I submit to something like that? If your only goal is for me to submit to you, what happened to love? What happened to caring and sharing and concern? Intimacy. Not manipulating someone into something. It's just a lot of foolishness out here. But I just wanted to make a quick podcast today about the manosphere. And do men hit the wall too? Oh yeah, they do. And a lot of men who are in this false perception that there is no wall for them, or no, women, and I don't really think there's a wall. the communities out there, and the manosphere, the women's sphere, whatever. If someone is attractive with their energy and their spirit, everything is not always about looks. That helps. But everything is not always about looks. You can be a highly attractive person with just your energy, your sense of well-being about yourself, your giving, your caring. It's not always about looks and what you have, how many cars you have, what kind of house you have, what kind of job you have. Those things are perks. But yeah, and of course you do need a damn job. You need to be making an income for yourself if you're an adult. But it's about being a good person, and just high value. You can have all the money in the world and be a trash ass person. So all that's stupid. So yeah, men hit the wall too. I just want to let men know that you hit the wall too. The manosphere. You probably already passed the wall. If you're talking about somebody else hitting the wall, if you're concerned and worried about that, you already hit the wall. Because a young, vibrant, healthy, successful man doesn't talk about somebody hitting a wall. That's not even in his realm. Or hers. But anywho, that was my little talk today. It's April 7th, 2022, 9:39 p.m. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on today in the world. In America, still lots of killing, people killing each other over foolish things and temporary emotions. And sometimes no emotions, no thought. Start thinking about the stuff that you do. Don't just react. Don't just go do things based off of your feelings, your emotions. Start thinking. A lot of people just do stuff and they have that same reaction. Have a new reaction. Try something different. Change something. Think something different. It's okay. So, this was my talk today. And like I said, I'm trying to do some different things. I'm definitely trying to change. I don't want to be the same. Trying to attract some new things into my life. But that's been my real talk today on do men hit the wall? You have to take a look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Take a look at what you're thinking, what you're feeling, where you're at in your life. Have you already hit the wall? Can you break open a new wall? I think you can if you want. I definitely think that if you think you have hit a wall, you can break through it. And stop listening to all these stupid ass people on YouTube and the manosphere, the womansphere. Everybody's not always right. Take a look and think about things yourself. All right, this has been Real Talk with Amiri. Everyone have a great night. Peace.